Jun! Ha!
What's going on, man? So I've recently been on some flights lately, so I got a great opportunity to watch this new anime to me. I mean, I never heard anybody talk about this anime, and I really enjoyed it. Let me get my phone real quick so I can pronounce this right. The Blockade Battlefront. Bro, this was such a fun anime to watch. Just like a fun action, kind of jumpy storyline, but yet consistent. Just enjoyable anime to watch. Now, what's about is about this kid. I said, you know, it's like all these animes are about kids. They're always like 14, 15. They're always insecure. They're always kind of lost in their way. And then throughout the anime, they find their inner strength and they go crazy. So this is no exception. So this little kid name is Leonardo Watch, right? And this anime is located in, let me go back a little bit. This anime is located basically in New York City, right? And something happened to where you have New York City and you have the underworld. Two different worlds, right? But something happened in the middle to where the middle barrier crashed. And so now you got a combination of New York City and underworld together. So they call it Hell Salem's Lot, right? So just to give you a little visual, you can see like a monster walking aside, right next to a human, just chilling. Like they're just walking, doing what they gotta do, going to the market or something, right? So you got this world, not the world, but technically you just have New York City barriered off into Hell Salem Lot, where monsters and humans live together. And so here comes this kid, Leonardo Watch. He was just there one day. This happens. This god that we find out later is a part one of the gods or something comes through, and he blesses Leonardo with a gift. And now we find out that this gift is something called the All-Seeing Gods. So throughout the whole anime, you're going to see Leonardo eyes closed. He's always like this. My boy's chilling like this, man. He's just cooling like this. And then when he opens his eyes, he got these OP but they're like OP goggles for eyes. And they go crazy. He could see everything. He could look through your eyes and see your visions, your memories, what you've been seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like he goes crazy. He goes crazy with these eyes. But at first, you know, he's just a kid at Hell Salem Lot trying to earn money for his, I think his older sister. Might be older or younger sister. I don't know. I want to say older. But he's trying to get money for her because she was in a wheelchair. And then also you see during the anime, we're in the spoiler section, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen it, spoilers are incoming. So she in a wheelchair, and so for him to get those eyes, her eyes got taken from this guy. It was like a sacrifice gift kind of situation. Like, yeah, I'm taking your sight, but I'm giving your brother like a spectacular gift. But I think she could still see. I don't know. It wasn't really explained well. Like, I don't think she was blind. I just think that her eyes were very like starry, like they weren't normal eyes either. And their eyes are linked or some shit. But that's either here or there. So he's in Hell Salem's Lot. He's just doing what he's got to do. He's trying to survive out here, man. Like legit, it's monsters every block. Good monsters, bad monsters, don't matter. So that's basically what season 1 starts off with, him just trying to survive through all of this. And then while he's doing that, he runs into this one guy named Zap. One of my favorite characters, by the way, named Zap, right? And so Zap stops him in his tracks and was like trying to figure out what's this kid doing, what's going on. And then it just so happens that Zap is looking for somebody, and then Leonardo fits that description. So he brings Leonardo along, and that's how he gets introduced to the Libra. Okay, so the Libra is an organization of basically vampire hunters that use blood techniques to like defeat vampires, which are called blood breeds, right? So, this was very interesting. So the Libra is basically vampire hunters, but throughout this whole anime, both season 1 and season 2, you rarely see vampires like that. So really they're just monster hunters. But vampires are like the top of monsters, right? So I think that's why they're known as Libra, because they're like the top dogs. You see what I'm saying? So he starts meeting everybody. The main leader really is this guy named Cross, who's like from some legendary family of hunters. He's like the third oldest son or something. Big dude. And see, the way the blood technique works is like they can manipulate their blood. So throughout the anime, they'll be saying like random numbers. So like blood technique 36, and like blood will leak out, and they can manipulate that Jones or slicing stuff up, punching stuff up. Hard. It's really fun. That's what this guy with the white hair, Zap. That's what he like mainly does, is like he manipulates his blood, sets his blood on fire, be going crazy. So he meets everybody there. So the main people are Steven. He uses his blood with ice, fire, no pun intended. Cross, like I said. Zap. I forgot the butler's name off the top of my head. Chain, who's a shawty with Yonkers. She's a werewolf that we find out later. That's fire. You know what I'm saying? Zed, who comes in the second season, I think. And you got Leonardo. Right, so I'm not gonna recap too much, but the first season was just mainly about that and then him going through missions. And like Leonardo is just I'm starting to call him Leo, by the way. I'm starting to call him Leo. He just sounds like a nice, sweet guy, man. Like he's just like one of them guys who's like a mixture of maybe like Spider-Man and like Superman. Like Superman's that type of person, like when he's Clark Kent, yeah, he'll let somebody mouth off at him when he could clearly punch dude in his face and end him. You know what I'm saying? But he's probably like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it rock. That's kind of Leo is. Like, Leo just lives life in this hell city, just like a normal like kid. I mean, just getting mugged on the street, you know, getting beat up. He don't care. I mean, he'll wipe it off, and then he'll just keep going on his day. I mean, he's used to getting mugged like all the time. So like, it's just crazy because like he has this gift with his eyes, like the all God seeing eyes go crazy. I don't know, is it God all seeing or all God seeing? Or all seeing gods? I think it's all seeing gods. Crazy. Like, that absolutely crazy. Like, he literally can defeat anybody who looks at you. But, you know, he doesn't want to do it. He's just living his life. And then, so that's basically what season 1's about. It's just a little different missions. And that's what I like the most about this show is that they'll introduce somebody just for that episode, but that person will have, like, their significance is within that episode. And so it's just lit. Like, it'd be like a random character, like, wait, where's this guy come from? And then throughout the episode, they'll show like the little backstory, and then they'll show his significance. Like, he's not part of Libra or anything. He's just like just part of the city, you know? And so that's just fire. And that's what I really like about that. Because like, it's not a real serious storyline to where I have to like be uber like focused, like catch little things, like little eggs. What do you call it? Easter eggs? Little Easter eggs and stuff. No, like it's just a fun watch, man. So back to the recap. Leo, he's doing this. Somehow I forgot, he made his way to the hospital. You know, he always ends up in the hospital. Something always happens to him. Like Zap might kick him in the head, and then he just ends up in the hospital. Zap, before I get to that, Zap is such a funny character, man. I mean, he's like maybe like a 6 foot skinny dude, womanizer, who's just like, he's like one of the people who like you could tell he really cares for Leo, but he's like that big brother. Like he's not gonna let you know like that he likes you. Rather just tease you, punch you around, give you noogies and stuff. Such a fun character, man. And so like mainly season 1 was just about this girl that Leo met. And so this girl, we call her White, right? And then we find out she has a twin brother named Black. And so what kept the barriers, you had New York City, you had Hell Salem Lot, or not Hell Salem, sorry, the Underworld. And you had the barriers, right? This is for the Great Collapse, which created Hell Salem Lot. What kept that barrier is these strong people called casters. So they cast things to make that barrier. It was so strong, so nobody can just go from, you know what I'm saying, either. It was a barrier. But when that barrier collapsed, then everything came together. So it collapsed, but still, there was still a barrier over everything. So like, no one from the underworld can leave New York City. You can just stay in the underworld or you go up. And so the casters made this saving barrier. So we come to find out that Black and White parents are casters, okay? And so Black and White are twins. So Black was the boy, and he actually got the casting powers, and then the shawty did not. So come to find out, she was always in the hospital, and that was because she was, I think like it was like something wrong with her heart or something. Like she had a condition with her heart, so she was on the hospital, and then Black was doing what you want to do. Like he was a kid going out. And so on one of the later episodes, Leo was on a train and he saw Black. He didn't know who Black was at the time, but he felt, he got the all-seeing God's eyes. I really want to know if it's God all-seeing or all-seeing gods. I want to say it's all-seeing gods. Anyway, he got the all-seeing God eyes, and so he could see people's auras and stuff. He could like see a vampire from a long amount of way. So he just saw the most demonous aura ever. I'm talking about, it was red all over Black, and you were like, what the fuck? This little kid's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is before we knew about who Black and White was. We just thought he was a little kid. Like, this little kid gonna be a problem. And so, come to find out, during the Great Collapse, not only did Black and White lose their parents, it was just them two. And here comes this little spirit or whatever, approached Black and White, and he was like, look, I gotta take one of y'all bodies. So who is it gonna be? And so Black, being the bigger brother, was like, no, take me. You know what I'm saying? So he took over Black's body. So come to find out, it's two. So it was two of them. It was two Blacks. So when Leo, he's already trying to make moves on the girl, you know what I'm saying, trying to show her a good little time, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Well, she's like, White is like, yo, you gotta meet my brother, right? And so Leo meets the brother, but he met Black. And so he was like, haven't I seen you before? And then Black was like, I have never seen you in my life. You know what I'm saying? But like, who Leo saw before was the vampire, the little spirit, the little demon spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like mad crazy. Cause like this whole time we just thought it was just one of them, but it was actually two of them. Tough. So that's basically what season 1 was about. It was about, you're gonna have to fight that guy because that's the main guy. So throughout the episodes in the season 1 was just a bunch of monster hunting and different missions, but ultimately led to them fighting Homeboy, the spirit that took over Black's body, right? So Leo came through. Leo had to do what he had to do with the help of his gang, with the help of Cross, Steven, all them bad boys, man. They went crazy. And so they ultimately defeated the spirit. He was out of there. And then we found out that White was actually, because this whole time she thought she was just pointless, you know what I'm saying? She thought she was just the weaker twin and all that, but come to find out, her parents casted her into part of the barrier. So really her life She's like a living part of the barrier. So let me describe this. Let's say a barrier has 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? And they all connected like this. So 6 of those connections was just normal magic. But that 7th was an actual human life. Like, it was white. She was an actual living barrier. So that was tough. But she ended up dying. And so, like, but her spirit lived on. And it's a really great watch. It's a really great watch. That season 1 was fire. So season 2 comes along, and it's like Blockade and Beyond or something. And so season 2 main focus was just giving a little backstory. You give a little backstory to everybody in the Libra. So we got a little Claws action. We got a little Steven action. We got to see what he was going through with his day-to-day life. Being, you know, Steven, he's another one of them guys who's like 6 foot pretty boy. But, you know, he's a little bit more like career focused than Zap. So they showed him how he has no really friends like that, no real friends. They showed Chain's journey. She's a werewolf. So her little secret, you know what I'm saying, society of werewolves. They did Zap's backstory more like in season 1. They got a new person coming through named Zed. He's like a fish. He's a human fish. He go crazy with his blood. He's kind of like Zap, but he's like the fish version of Zap. So, but he's like way more like reserved and like just a cool, chill dude. Like Zap's the womanizer. He's just like a more chill, technical by the book kind of guy. So that was he. They got him on board. And so that's just mainly what season 2 was about. It was just about everybody's backstories. Leo just meeting more monsters, meeting more people, using his eyes at the time. But episode 10, episode 11, episode 12, fire. Absolute fire. So, Steven's sister, Leo's sister calls him up. No, he calls her. And he's like, Michelle, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with you? Like, what's good with you? And so she already chews him out because you don't call like that. And then she's like, I'm coming. Like, I'm about to get married and I want you to meet my guy. Right? And so Leo's like, what? You're getting married? You know what I'm saying? Like, we barely talking. You getting married? Tough. So he has to meet her fiance, basically, right? So this is a wheelchair shotty, which no disrespect to women or people in wheelchairs, but like if you dating somebody in a wheelchair and you have legs, you low-key a dirtbag. And especially if it's a woman. No, both ways. If a man's in a wheelchair and the woman got legs, she's a dirtbag, and then vice versa. Cause like, just sexually, you're taking advantage of the person with no legs. That's just my take. That's not cap. That's facts. You're taking advantage of them. They can't do anything. Like what if that guy in the wheelchair was like, don't take my butt, and you just took it anyway? Like, what's he gonna do? Stop you? Just put him on the stomach. Like that, you're sexually taking the potential. The sexual harassment potential is just too high for a man or a woman with legs dating a man or woman in a wheelchair. Okay, you're a dirtbag. But anyway, so Leo just meets this dude. They come to Hell Sound a lot. Leo meets him. It's cool at first, but you know animes got the little twist in it. They're walking the hallway. Leo feels the aura over dude. Bruh, it's an ancient guy controlling the fiance. He's like an ancient, prehistoric, you know what I'm saying, figure. And he's over here controlling the fiance. And I think Shawty Michelle knew that. That's why she needed help. But that's tough. And so basically those like last 3 episodes was just Leo but really it was like 11 and 12. It was episodes 11 and 12. And Leo was just really just trying to find a way to shake dude, because dude also had the all God seeing eyes. Is it God all seeing eyes? Bruh, that's gonna bother me for a while. just know they godlike eyes, man. He also had like a little version of it to where he could really see a lot. And so Leo couldn't just, you know what I'm saying, trick him or try to maneuver him in that way. But he low-key did, because during a mission, he put a little secret message to Cross during that mission, and my man Claus got to him. They got to him in time towards the end, because it was just Leo versus dude. Leo, I mean, dog, this guy had the sharpest claws, man. He had the sharpest claws. And I'm just doing, I got Cross right here, man. It's bothering me. Claus. Okay. Fuck! Claus. So he got a little message to Claus, and Claus got the whole group together. So it was really just because dude was gonna hold Leo's sister hostage because he wanted to take Leo's eyes. And then I'm gonna look up this too. All-seeing eyes. That's what it, so it's all-seeing eyes of gods. Okay, all-seeing eyes of gods has been confirmed. Now, he wanted the all-seeing eyes of gods, obviously, so he could take over. So he's gonna do surgery on Leo in exchange for his sister, but Leo wasn't having it because Leo ain't backing down. Leo's not a bitch, you know what I'm saying? He's not bitch made. See, that's the strongest type of people. The strongest type of people are not the people who be trying to flex on you. You know what I'm saying? Who try to show their dominance. The strongest type of people are the ones that be letting you slide. Those are the strongest type of people. The ones who could really end you, but be like, nah, go ahead. Like, you get this one on me, but best believe, if push comes to shove, I'm busting you. Those are the strongest, bro. That's what society got all that messed up. Like, they don't understand that. So Leo, straight up, when they needed him the most, he over here taking jabs and pinches, sharp things. Bro, one time, dude had like a little spear-like thing coming Leo's way. Leo put his arm out, impaled his arm. You know what I'm saying? Like, Leo just stepped up. He stepped up, held that, and pushed him towards the window. It was fire. He was just fighting. Leo was fighting, scrapping. And so eventually, Claus and them showed up. Claus ended this dude with one punch. I'm talking about this punch would have sent me to Jupiter. The way he did, boom! Just straight up obliterated dude. I was like, oh, wait. So then Leo was all scratched up and stuff, but the all-seeing gods, all-seeing gods, bro. Oh my God. What is this, man? All-seeing eyes of God. Okay, right. All-seeing eyes of God were safe. Leo, he survived. His sister survived. Her fiance survived. It was lit. It was so lit. And the dude's power that died, the little ancient guy, was so cold. So like, it was like all like a manipulation of your sight, what he could do. So like, he could kill you, but you wouldn't know that. Like, your body would just keep going. Like, let's say you walking with your girlfriend, right? He could come by you, kill you, but you still walking with your girlfriend. But your soul is dead. And he probably took that with him. So it was just like, it was so cold. That's why Leo had to be very careful. It could have gone really bad. You know what I'm saying? So, very fire ending. I heard there's a season 3. If season 3 come out, I'll make another video on it because I know I'm going to enjoy it. This show is so fun. What a fun anime, man. Really good watch. I really recommend that you just watch it and just enjoy it for what it is. Because it's heat. Good action scenes, good comedy. I caught myself laughing a lot of time. You already know your boy cried at the end. I'm a softie when it comes to these animes. They get me because they be having these messages in there that like really resonate me. And it's just like, bro, it just resonates with me. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep battling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that. So I give this a 9 out of 10. I'm not giving any anime a 10 out of 10 unless it leads me the way Hunter x Hunter did. Hunter x Hunter was phenomenal. I'm giving this anime a 9 out of 10. It could be a 9.5. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. This jump was fire. Shout out to my man Leo, man. Leonardo watch. You a G!
Boomer, whatever you say, Boomer.